thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Well, today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 53 yards on the ground. We saw the forecast snow, didn't know how it would affect this game. Right there, the offensive ball carrier showing it's not affecting him too much.
I just remember us walking into the booth from outside. We were going very slowly, weren't we, making sure we had our footing? The offensive player always has the advantage in this situation. He knows where he's going. For the defensive guys trying to react, much tougher.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Nix to the air. That's complete, right around the 8. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Nix. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now Unitas. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, what a move. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he spins through, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
To throw is Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
To throw, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
On 3rd down, Bidet. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Unitas will throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Unitas. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Unitas to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Here's Unitas looking to throw it. And it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's Unitas. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Play action. It's Unitas. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Harvey now on first and 10.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like with the run.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, 29 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. From the gun, it's Unitas. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the shotgun, Unitas. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Unitas. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they go play action with Unitas. And it's caught. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Looking to throw, Unitas. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Ruling on the field is reversed.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point attempt to come here. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 65 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Ooh, with a juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Unitas. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Oh, what a play by Johnny U. Let's take a look at that again. Hey, Unitas hung in the pocket on this one. Damn. He knew it. No flag jacket. No, they ain't have flag jackets back in 1958. So, it's just bam. Got it off. Yeah, it's a foot race.
68 yards.
He's already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs from 6 yards away. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, a run would be go. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 11. Off the play fake. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brings up third and 5.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 19. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Nix to the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Nix. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try and run the option. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try it now with Harvey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded just inside the 20. Denver's offense ready to go again. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the slot man goes in motion left. Zone read to give to Hardy. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now it's Nix. He wants it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Colts offense and receiver Michael Pittman getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Unitas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll check this one down to Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mims in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 6. Throwing Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Nix going to give to Harvey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Colts' 41-yard line.
To throw is Nix. A short throw to Ingram.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Nick's going to tap this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9. Nix to throw again.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there.
Hey, how you doing, Antu? Oh, man. Just gave a big play. They caught us in the middle of a shift.
And they use
We got caught in the middle of a shift right there, Antu.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a
Johnny, you gonna have to bring them back.
It's good to have wide receivers with height. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 20.
I hope you have fun watching it. This is for you guys, man. Stay and watch. Good game going here.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Unitas to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
From the gun, it's Unitas. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. Off the bootleg. Nix. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards that time for number 14.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On play action, here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, it's Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Want to ask everybody out there, if you're new to the channel, please check out my channel with all my other playlists, and make sure you read the description label so you understand what I'm doing on those channels with those journeys with the NBA, the NFL, boxing. And if you like Larry Bird, Jordan, Will Chamberlain, stuff like that, that's all on my channel for you guys.
He's going to try and do this himself.
But right now we got a vicious game going here with Johnny Unitas from 1958. Coming back for one night only to see can he take down the #1 defense in the NFL in the modern era. And right now it ain't going so good. But if you know Johnny Unitas, he always does his best work in the fourth quarter.
He gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Unitas. A short one there, caught by Warren. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Unitas. He'll drop this down to Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Unitas will throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Here's Unitas. They're going right back to Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Out of the shotgun, Unitas. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Unitas looking to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Spencer Schrader on here for the Colts field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. and the deficit will hold at 15.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Nix to the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 31-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you, and welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle. Here's Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Unitas. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 8. And the Colts first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Colts first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Here's Nix. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the give, it's Hardy. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Out on a run with Harvey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about. But, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Off the play fake. Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw, here's Nix. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down here to the tight end.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Throwing Nix. Down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Sheds off the tackle, and able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Let me see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Unitas. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
To throw is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once more with Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now Unitas to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Play action. It's Unitas. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Off the bootleg, here's Nix.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that will be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This taken in by Downs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Unitas. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Harvey powering forward. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. What's good on the extra point? And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce,
76 yards.
and the Colts get a bit closer.
The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, here's Nix.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
He'll keep it himself.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nix from the shotgun.
And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested. It up. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Looking to throw, Unitas. Down the field, he's got Warren.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Unitas now off the bootleg. A short one there, caught by Warren. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Unitas. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
6 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Colts.
And they go play action with Unitas. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Colts first down. First down and 10 yards.
Here's Unitas looking to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Unitas. The quick slant caught. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
Unitas will throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, Unitas looking to throw for it. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start on the ground. Here's Bidet. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Nix. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Nix to the air. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And the Colts, first down. A gain of 12.
Out of the shotgun, Unitas. And that is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Unitas. A short one there, caught by Warren. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Unitas to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun, it's Unitas. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop the throw. His throw incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair.
To have it, to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now it's Unitas. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren from 10 yards out. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete.
So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Again, it's Bidet. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Nick's going to give this to Bidet. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Looking to put a drive together. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw, Unitas. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. So the Broncos coming out now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here's Nix.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight ahead they go with the day.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
To throw, here's Nix.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring,
man, all those drop balls, the poor pass protection, no pass rush all game, and they still only lost by 2.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The busted coverages, and Johnny Unitas still had them a chance to win the game, man.
At EASports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Going against the best team in the AFC. No running game, drop passes, broken coverages. $70 dropbacks. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Look at how many drops the Colts had. Look how many drops, man. Look at all those drops. 4 compared to the Broncos. Broncos only had 3 drops all game. 3 drops as a team. The Colts, look at that. 4, 7, Man, and you tell me, and they only lost by 2. Even with all that adversity, they only lost by 2. That is amazing. $20 points in the fourth quarter. Well, that's it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the Johnny Unitas Challenge. He 2 points shy for Johnny U. His teammates let him down, but hey, he put up a big number. See you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did, please.